How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Crypto Clout. So the YouTuber Altcoin Daily basically made a video about Joe Rogan, who is sort of co-signing cryptocurrency in 2020, and I'll include a link to this video in the description. He basically plays a bunch of clips that I won't bore you and play those clips here, but he talks about how Joe Rogan's been using the Brave browser, which I of course do use the Brave browser myself. But this is interesting that to talk about Joe Rogan. Certain different celebrities who've been jumping on board with the cryptocurrency fad. And in particular, Joe Rogan is an interesting individual because he does sort of have a vocal voice when it comes to all these different things. And it will be interesting to see how. Of course, like we talk about like Elon Musk and all these different entities, and their sort of influence on the cryptocurrency space. But I think that it will be interesting to see just how Joe Rogan, and the sort of cryptocurrency space is shaped by a lot of these different aspects. And if I could use that as sort of a jumping off point to just discuss, I think that if anybody is really sees the writing on the wall, it would be these content creators, these billionaires, these Elon Musks, these entities that have already advocated for such technologies. And if you really want to take the writing on the wall seriously, I think that it does make a lot of sense to look at a lot of these different variables and sort of extrapolate over a long enough period of time. We are very much exploring the various different aspects of the currently evolving paradigm shift. And I'm going to make this video very brief, and I'm just going to include a link to this video in the description because I think the Altcoin Daily does a very good job of emphasizing on topics that I'd rather not just reiterate in a video. But still, it is very interesting to see how a lot of this stuff is playing out, how this sort of word of mouth aspect of the cryptocurrency space has in fact really lent itself in a very interesting way to the evolution of Bitcoin and the wider spread adoption of people being sort of paying attention to a lot of these different aspects. I'm interested in really watching if you have any sort of celebrities who tweet about cryptocurrency or mention crypto in their podcasts and all these different things, definitely send it to me on Twitter, at CryptoTuber on Twitter. It's not hard to find. I'm often on there just sort of scrolling along, trying to avoid all the nonsense, but I'm very much interested in seeing all these different massively paradigm shifting psychological evolutions that have been happening on a very massive scale. And it's just a brief sort of rant that I wanted to go on here, but I saw that Altcoin Daily uploaded this video, and I thought that it was worth me putting my input in there and sort of co-signing this sort of idea and sort of that in essence the ideal of the concept of Bitcoin in 2020. As always, remember, I'm not your dad, I'm not your financial advisor. Make your own decisions. It's not up to me. Do your own research, guys. I'm just saying. I just figured I'd put this out there for my audience. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Regular uploads and live streams continuing tomorrow. But yeah, it is interesting. Think what you want about Joe Rogan. Think what you want about all these other things. I was just watching a movie. I'm watching Boogie Nights. I'm just chilling. Having a Budweiser, sitting around, and I noticed that this upload happened on June 4th. He's talking about this Joe Rogan podcast on June 1st. But if you don't see the writing on the wall, then I don't really know what to tell you. Anyway, I'm FaZe Crypto, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.